There hasn't been a new asset class created since the bond market in 1693. Well, now there's a new asset class, and it is the digital asset space. The question is, are you participating? Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. What's going on, guys? Happy Saturday to you. I got to tell you, really excited about what's going on in the digital asset space. I hope that you are as well. Came across this article. I forgot where I got it on Twitter. Oh my gosh, my bad. But I did get it from someone on Twitter. Hold on a second. Cody IOV, Cody Internet of Vision, Internet of Value, shared that. Thank you, Cody. I appreciate that big time. So guys, listen, this is your XRP Ripple daily news in 0 to 10 minutes. This is from the Forbes article and the contributing author is Darren Pollock. So Ripple partner Forte teaming up with game developers to integrate blockchain. That's a computer. Xbox controller there, huh? So Forte, a blockchain technology company with a strong focus on gaming, has recently partnered with a host of well-regarded game developers to try and implement blockchain and unlock new business models in the ever-evolving space. I think one of the more genius moves that Spring probably did was to look into the space, into the gaming space, and realize what an integral part blockchain and specifically Ripple and XRP could play in that space. So Forte has announced that High-Res Studios, Netmarble, Magmic, I'm guessing that's Magmic, and Enway and Deca Games are all part of this next induction of gaming partners. They join previously announced developer partners, Disruptor Beam, Other Ocean, and Congregate, with a K, Congregate. Part of the reason that Forte and its blockchain solution is becoming more and more popular and attractive to game developers is that the blockchain platform benefits both existing and future titles. It has the potential to unlock never before possible revenue streams in traditional game designs, while being versatile enough to serve as the economic and creative foundation for blockchain native experiences. What makes Forte and its partnership even more interesting is that the company is backed by a $100 million war chest from Ripple. I tell you guys, Ripple is genius in motion. They really, truly are. We're blessed. If you're an XRP hodler, I got to tell you, I hope you understand this is a head up and shoulders back moment for you in time. Hope you get that. The company behind the XRP cryptocurrency and the company that is focused primarily on integrating blockchain and cryptocurrency into traditional banking. The title, the next paragraph is a growing relationship. So the affinity for blockchain and the gaming space was identified earlier on, as there are many different areas that blockchain technology as well as other cryptocurrency side of things can be applied in the industry. And again, I just think that that's so important that they recognize that. Ripple recognized that to start Spring. Spring was about the interledger protocol, XRP ledger, and other use cases, creating more use cases, establishing more use cases, creating more use cases for XRP and the XRP ledger, and in perhaps even the IOP as well. So absolutely genius in motion that they discovered the gaming space. Without question, I never forget when the modern investor, shout out to the modern investor, one of the long stays, probably in terms of content creators, is the guy who's been in this space the longest. And he is, in fact, a huge fan of XRP. So Yep, read that. However, the partnership between these two different sides, well, what he said, excuse me, what the modern investor did say is that, what one of the two things, it's going to be one or two of these things that's going to kind of create that mass adoption, if you will, mass adoption in this space. It will be an app on a phone, or the gaming community, or a game in the gaming community. And I agree with 100%. Those are the two, one of those two things is going to create mass adoption in this space. And so, however, the partnership between these two different sides is still very much in development with a lot of future potential. I spoke with Kaiser Wang, Vice President of Marketing at Forte, about the current state of blockchain penetration into the gaming market. Oh, okay. How about that? Good for you, my friend. We're just at the beginning. This is a quote from Mr. Wang. We're just at the beginning, but games are a perfect use case for blockchain technology. Games today already involve millions of players participating both in a community and an economy. Millions of players, guys. Blockchain technology allows developers to safely and securely provide players a way to own in-game assets, trade with each other, and even earn income through playing with each other. The technology offers ways to address many economic issues found in the games industry today by unlocking more equitable and sustainable business models, he said. While the sector is absolutely ripe for penetration, in order to take advantage of blockchain technology and the new creative designs it unlocks, game developers first need easy-to-use tools and comprehensive services to properly integrate blockchain technology into their games. They simply don't exist today. Isn't that interesting? But once they're in place, we'll see blockchain penetration into the games industry make large strides and begin to see mass adoption, which is ultimately the goal. Like we always say on this channel, we need more of us in this space. We got to get more of the average Joes and average James in the space, right? We want to get the gamers in the space, right? So, excuse me. These necessary solutions are what we're building at Forte and are focused on ease of use, versatility, and accessibility. I like that. I like that a lot. So while there is a lot of potential out there for the integration of the technology, it is about finding the best way to implement this. And that is why Forte is partnering with traditional game studios who are always looking to push the boundaries. It's another quote from Wayne. Here it is right here. A great thing about blockchain technology is that it can be integrated in games in a nearly infinite number of ways. The technology itself is just a means to an end. At Forte, we're working with highly respected game studios to explore and create new experiences for players inside traditional game designs. The first games of which will be going live later this year. So excited for that. As well as those that are being built from the ground up with blockchain technology as their foundation, added Wayne. Ripple's interest? When Ripple announced that Forte would be working with a $100 million fund for game development and blockchain, it seemed a little out of the scope of the XRP bearing company who had been mainly focused on banking relationships. However, while Forte cannot speak for Ripple, they do attest there is a future in this for gaming. Ripple is a close and valued partner of ours. While we operate separately and can't speak directly for them, we both believe in a future for games that is open and interoperable. That's why we're leveraging open source protocols like the Interledger, which seamlessly facilitates cross-chain transactions in our platform. This directly benefits game developers by letting them focus on creating great experiences instead of worrying about a particular technology or the need to become an expert in blockchain, said Wayne. Many have even pegged gaming with its need for in-app purchases and other pain points as a sector ripe for blockchain disruption. The technology is still searching for its killer application that is solely removed from cryptocurrency. Some see this in a supply chain, but in a more futuristic way. Gaming could really be the key. And I believe personally, this is Crypto C speaking, I believe personally gaming is one of the biggest keys to take advantage of blockchain technology. I believe gaming is the way. You want to talk about mass adoption. Let the gaming community get hold of this technology and find that it works, find that there's going to be better ways for the games to operate, find out that there's better ways to, do the things like purchasing, different items and be able to have that asset based and, owning or selling that asset. It has major value to it, and earning digital assets while you're playing the game is going to be game over, in my opinion. So gaming is constantly evolving and requires a foot up from new hardware and technology periodically. If blockchain can get a foot in the door with gaming and change its face, the uptake of the technology could be massive, with both sides of the coin benefiting. I agree. How about that? I'm award-winning journalist is Darren Pollock. How about that? Good for you, my friend. This is a great article. And I agree with you. If blockchain can get a foot in the door with gaming and change its face, the uptake of the technology could be massive, with both sides of the coin benefiting. That's well said, my friend. I agree with you, Darren, 1,000%. And again, Ripple in its genius in motion, with their blue ocean strategy, and realizing that this technology they could hoard it all to themselves if they wanted to, but they're not doing it. And this is a way that just says $100 million is about saying we want to see the space grow. We want to see the digital asset space grow, and we're going to put our money where our mouth is. But they picked the smart space, right? They picked the gaming space. So again, shout out to all the people at Ripple. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up this video like I do all of my videos and remind you of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.